Okay, so I'm looking at North Beach here, and these are uh, some of the stats that I go over daily just to see what's going on in the market. And as you can see here, market activity, home types, all detached, townhouse, condo. And what I'm basically looking for is just an update to see what the market's doing and really how many days on market. And whenever I'm pulling comps, I always check the area just to see what's going on. And one thing you'll notice here is this is closed sales. And so when we're talking about the home type, we're talking about all types of homes. Days on the market, 1 to 10, 21 to 30, 61 to 90. We're not even going to go past 90 days because really after um, 30 days, you're digging a ditch. Uh, because I feel that if you don't have offers, you know, really even like within the first 10 days, then um, something is wrong. You're going to have to adjust uh, your strategy, your sales strategy. So this is within the last 6 months. And if you look here, March going into April, 1 to 10 days, 8 houses. And the reason why there's not a lot is because North Beach is really a small town. I think it's maybe about a population of 2,000, but it is a very small town. So then another thing too that I look at, and also too, you'll notice April. Um, Days on market, 1 to 10 days versus the 21. Um, and let's see, market activity. Now, what you won't see though is these are all the closed sales, but what about the expireds? What about what's actually active? That's not showing this. This is only dealing with the sold. I mean, yeah, with the closed sales. So this is one of the areas where I pull data from. There are also others um, that I can pull data from as well, but this is just a quick stats that I usually use to show clients, so I'm not boring them with too much. But then also too, depending on the square footage of the home, uh, you are going to want to take that into consideration, especially if it's a larger home, because your numbers are going to change. Your numbers are going to change whether it's, depending on type of home, if it's detached, if it's a condo. So all of these things are things to take into consideration when you're thinking about pricing your home. Um, when I look on the MLS, I'm seeing a lot of homes sold, um, or not, I should say, they're selling, but they're not selling within that 10-day period or with even in 30 days. They're actually taking forever. Like some houses have been on the market for a year. And I think, what conversations are you having with yourself when you see that? I know that some sellers are stubborn and they think they know what their home is worth, or they have these features that they think sell in a house, but after 30 days, you can forget it. You automatically know if you haven't if you're not on your way to closing, there's something wrong and you need to change your strategy. And what people are holding on to, I have no idea, but you are losing money. Think about all the money that you're losing on a daily basis just by keeping that house and it's getting stale. Nobody wants a house after 30 days, and everyone's going to think that there's something wrong with it because they know that if it was buyers know if it were really worth what you had it listed for, you'd already have an offer on it. It wouldn't still be on the market. So just some things to consider. Uh, let's go over to Chesapeake Beach since that is right next door. Hmm, okay. And as you can see, in May, of course, price per square footage, more days on the market. And that's another thing, too, May, June. Let's see, what is this? 195 versus 168. The bigger the house, especially these $1 million homes, you really do have to have a strategic pricing strategy. You cannot just go with just some generic um, comps, in my opinion, because you're really going to have to dig in to see, compare apples to apples, oranges to oranges, especially if you're in a town like North Beach, Chesapeake Beach. These are not your average like cookie cutter homes. They are older towns. And, they're towns where people have done like a lot of tear downs and then rebuilds. And so you've got all of these different style homes and you've got to dig into the square footage, not just the necessarily bedroom, bathroom, and then also too, is it a multifamily unit? Is it a single family unit? Um, you really got to pick the house apart and then go with a listing strategy that is going to draw a crowd. Because another thing too is you want multiple offers. You don't just want like a couple of offers. Um, you want a bidding war over your house. And as a seller, you want to be the one, driving the negotiations uh, to get all the value out of your home. So anyway, just something to think about before you list your house.